Hare Krishna. We meet again in another episode of Jayanthi's 5 Minute Stories. Recently, I was listening to a podcast by a famous spiritual leader. The person was telling about how our younger generation they come to us and share their so-called problems, you can say, in their workplace or getting adjusted, a newly wedded couple getting adjusted in their new home, new relations, all this. And how do we behave? See, when our children were in primary classes, some days in a very bad mood, they would come and cry, cry, cry. I mean, the whole evening they may cry, telling that this friend, Gautam, he threw my pouch or he told me all sorts of dirty things. And after some time, when he finished crying, the child would go out and play. You might have watched this. What do? We take that into our mind. Poor child. The child is suffering. And the child might have gone outside to play, but we suffer inside. The same way the child is grown up. He has some issues in the office with the colleagues or with the boss or something. He'll be cheerful some days. Some days, child would come and tell us, this office setup doesn't suit me. And whether it is a girl or a boy, they would go on and on, pour out. And probably they would continue with their work in the same workplace. But we take this in our mind and we think, poor child, the others are monsters in the office. And this happens when the girl or the boy is married, and initially it is all rosy, but after some time they may even find that the partner or in-laws or any relative, they may find little tricky to adjust. They can't have their way all the time, isn't it? So they would come and tell, see, this person is like this. Always, they don't want us to enjoy our life. So you take that inside. And what do? You spend sleepless nights. Recently, I changed little tactics when a person, younger generation, he came up with something like, I have the horrible neighbors. I don't know. He has just bought a new house, beautiful flat in the 8th floor with such breezy atmosphere and other things. And it is a really beautiful house. And I was feeling very surprised. How can he even sell this house and go where to find another house? Then I was listening. I mean, I would give some sort of, or even advice. But this time I kept quiet. I was just listening to him. And then he asked me, what, auntie? No reaction at all. I said, see, you are grown up. You know what is good for you and what is feasible. And also, if you do one thing, it is kind of a chain reaction. You have to face so many other things. So I think you're the best person to take a decision on this. And he was looking at me like that. I mean, never probably I would have told something like this. So he was surprised. And then after a week, he came back and he said, Auntie, whatever you said that day, actually it sets me thinking. I have made friends with my new neighbors. Good thing. And what do? We take all these problems inside and we think, oh, poor child. See, they are grown up. They know how to deal with that. God has given them the wisdom to deal with all these things. And why do we have to waste our time? See, it is our duty to listen. When they come with any problem, it is our duty to listen. Just that is required. Rather than giving our advice and more than that, taking internally all that problems, I think it is not required. God has given them enough wisdom, and that too, these kids these days, they are very smart. So let them decide, let them find solutions for their problems. We will deal with our problems. Hope you enjoy this. Thanks for listening to this episode. Please subscribe to my channel, Jayanthi's 5 Minute Stories.